Nice Friday out here, you know. I done got myself some shade though, man. You know what I mean? I needed some shade today, but I wanted to say, man, thank God it's Friday, as they always said. You know, I'm living a good life. You understand what I'm saying? I'm off today. Uh, what I wanted to share with y'all today is, I was looking at YouTube earlier today, man, and I'm not a whack fan. Don't get it wrong. I'm not a whack fan. I don't like half the shit that brother be saying. But his kids ain't got nothing to do with come out of his mouth, man. His sons is not responsible for his daddy actions. So basically I'm saying you ain't got to talk about the man kids. I'm talking about this dude. I was looking at something. Bosco was talking about the man's son. That ain't cool, brother. That ain't cool. Especially when I was looking at something somebody say Bosco told on somebody when he was 12 years old. Now everybody got their own opinion when it comes to being dudes being rats, right? So I remember the first time I went to juvenile hall, man. One of my friend's mothers made him tell on me. Said who broke in the house, who opened the door and all that. And he said it was me. You ain't got to just be in the gang or be a banger to be classified as a snitch. Your civic duty is to stay out of other people's business and mind your own business. It ain't your responsibility to go in front of nobody and point the finger at nobody. There was a lot of dudes, man, when I went to prison that was reputable dudes. And they did something when they was 12, 13, and 14, and their parents came back to hunt them, saying they told. And people were saying that they was kids. Hey, man, check this out. Where I'm from, the community, the society I grew up in, a child, once they stop crawling and start walking and learning how to talk, they know it's not cool to point the finger at nobody. So we can't never justify snitching. I'm not gonna never try to justify that. But I know this. We all are guilty in some form, shape, or fashion of associating with somebody that they end up telling on somebody. Now, I'm gonna leave that subject alone and keep it posted like this. If you're on here, on YouTube, keep your narrative, man. I'm not talking about anybody, kids, whether the kids is grown or still minors. It's not cool to talk about anybody's kids. That's the shit we did when we was in elementary school, play the dozens with each other. And sometimes that shit up there resulting into people fighting in school. So if you're a grown man, speak like a grown man. Stop talking so reckless with your mouth, spitting that venom out your mouth, talking about another man's child. That shit ain't cool, man. That's just my opinion, right? Because if I had some biological kids and a person said something about mine, I'm gonna react to that, man. You can't justify talking about my child, and that ain't cool. And people need to really start understanding that. You understand what I'm saying? We get so much of the stupidity coming out of people's mouths that it's pathetic. You understand what I'm saying? Yet they call themselves gangsters. I ain't no gangsters play like that, man. That ain't what gangsters do. That ain't what hood niggas do. That ain't what thug niggas do. So we need to stop doing shit like that, right? As a matter of fact, man, I'm gonna commend Wack that his son is going to college. You understand what I'm saying? At least he set a foundation and created enough money where he can send his son to college. And that's what people need to respect and like. Let's stop hating on the motherfucker, man. It's a goddamn shame. Like you dudes get on these YouTubes and y'all start having these personal little vendettas, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Then y'all bring the kids in, whether they grown or they not grown. That shit ain't cool. It's another thing, man. Let's keep it peaceful. You know what I mean? Because watch this. Kids is hearing this shit, man. Now, how you going to tell a child not to do the shit when they see you doing it? That shit ain't cool, man. Lead by example. And if you understand what that is, hey, be slow to speak and quick to listen, man. That's all I can say. But other than that, again, today is a good day, man. Hopefully it's going to be a great day. I woke up. Matter of fact, it is a great day because I woke up, right? I got the choice make my own decisions today. Ain't no yard recall. You understand what I'm saying? Uh, I'm happy, man. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling parlay with a few of my partners today. You know, they want to go to that cigar lounge, man, but I don't want to go smoke a cigar, man. My ass has been bothering. You know, but it's all right, man. It's nice weather. You know what I mean? We got to grow, man. Let's find some solution to the problems. Let's start having dialogue for some solutions. Let's stop talking about each other and let's help each other. You understand what I'm saying? Uh, it's still a problem with gang violence, right? Now this the cold part, man. That dude Wack is in a position just like any other like semi-celebrity, because he's a celebrity. He's this dude game manager. He in a position where he can create a round table, at least give us a place to go to and have a round table. You feel me? He a grown ass man, got a businessman. Every other thing come out his mouth. It's on Pyru. No, man, check this out. Like my homie Gangster said best, man. And I know people say it a lot too. Stop putting it on your hood because you don't love your hood like that. Stop putting it on your dead homies because you don't love them like that because they already resting in peace and you blowing them up again. You blowing your hood up when you put it on that shit, especially when you know you already lying, right? Stop saying that shit, man, on the dead homies, on my hood. Come on, man. We need to stop that type of shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to tell you, when I was in the pen, man, I used to see dudes get DP'd for putting it on shit. And they get caught up in that lie. You know what I mean? And they get DP'd. See, there's consequences for your actions, man. And that is what people need to understand. It's consequences for your actions. If you don't seem to get that, you're a goddamn fool, right? I commend any man who got kids in college. I commend any woman that got kids in college, right? I'm no longer in the business of trying to tear another black brother down or a black woman down. I'm in the business of trying to encourage, man, build up. And that's what we need to do. And this is what people ain't grasping out here, right? This divide and conquer shit. Come on, man. Let's stop doing that, man. You feel me? If we can't get along with each other, who the fuck we gonna get along with? Cause see, when I see another brother, I see myself. So come on, man. Let's advocate peace out here, man. Let's stop the low budget bickering, man. It ain't cool, man. You know what I mean? Cause I done been to places I know a whole lot of dudes probably couldn't even pass the test to be there. You know what I mean? I wouldn't wish for nobody to go to prison. You know what I mean? I don't wish death on nobody, man. And that's what we got to grasp, man. It's cool to be able to walk around when you want to walk around, to do what you want to do when you want to do it. And we need to grab hold to that, man. We always blaming the younger generation for a whole lot of problems, man. And what I see, man, these fake ass wannabe OG motherfuckers is perpetuating more problems than the young generation. You see, these dudes is creating the problems, and the young dudes is left to take up the slack. And by that I mean this: they don't want to get out there and get to the business. To see a motherfucker on YouTube saying "fuck this dude," probably then this dude turn around and say "fuck you, fuck your kids, fuck your neighborhood." Hey man, that dude ain't just disrespecting him when he say "fuck that neighborhood." He disrespecting that neighborhood. So what you think them youngsters gonna do when they see you? See, this something you ain't anticipating. When you get into it with me, you try to say "fuck my hood," you might have to run across one of my homies. You might see you. And you don't even know where he from when you see him. And then you see, oh man, this dude on YouTube saying this foul ass shit. Bam, there you go, a problem, brother. Like Millie Jackson said, be like a ton of bricks hit you right in your face. Stop being careless, man, with y'all lips, man. Loose lips sink ships. And this is what y'all need to understand. Create a positive narrative. That's why I love to watch my homie Melly Mel show so tough, man. Salute to the postman, right? And he had told me, do not come on here disrespecting people. Just keep it 100. And that's all I'm gonna do, man. You got a lot of dudes saying they G's when they ain't G's. That's what's wrong with people in our community. Ain't nobody playing, don't nobody want to play the position they was given. right? Stay in your lane, man. That's all that is. Stop hating on the next man for what he doing. Don't hate on his success. Matter of fact, reach out to him and ask him how he became so successful. What was the what was the path he chose to walk down to get to where he at? Help elevate. Don't help decrease his game, increase his game. Because the essence of life is living. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what we need to understand, man. We got to stop doing this shit, man. We got to stop making excuses for what other people done did. Because they ain't got no excuses for themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Uh, I come to realize that some dudes just be talking to be talking, right? And we got to stop doing that, man. We really need to stop doing that. If you can't understand what I'm saying, well, that's on you. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know what more I can say. Shit, you know what I mean? But I do know this, that when it comes to being a parent, no parent want nobody talking about their kids. That shit really bothered me, disturbed me, man, in a roundabout way, right? I couldn't believe I was hearing this shit. You feel me? How can a grown ass man talking about another man, child, right? And his sexuality is no concern of yours. That's crazy, man, how people do this. You understand what I'm saying? But let's flip it on another topic, man. Today is one of my homies, resting in peace, birthday, name him Godwin, man. A lot of people thought he was from Watts because he was up in them Nixons getting his money. But we named him on the park, man. That was my big homie, man. You know, first dude put me on. I got a lot of way, man. They helped me get a lot of money when I was a young cat, right? Shit, I even got a perm because of the night. You feel what I'm saying? Low key started stuttering because he stuttered, right? That was the name of Godwin, man. Happy birthday. We miss you down here on this earth while you looking down on us from heaven. Yeah, I miss him, my homie Bebe, BJ, LaSalle, Turtle, my brother Inch, Vader, Trey, my young nephew. You feel me? Big Bay, Denny Moe. You feel me? The bully. Oh yeah, speaking of the bully, let me clarify this for the YouTube viewers. When Kev Mack and Melly Mel was talking about the bully, it's a whole lot of dudes with that nickname. But the bully that they be talking about is Larry James, my big homie, right? And when they call him the bully, Larry James was the nigga that bullied the bully. He just had a squabble. You know, he had hands, man. He had hands, and Lysell the bully would put hands on you. So that's who the bully is. If you go through a video did with Melly Mel, you'll see a picture of him. That's the bully. He had a squabbles road dog with Shaq Daddy Wilkes. You understand what I'm saying? Man, I remember Larry James when I was 12, 13 years old, man. Motherfuckers used to be afraid to see him coming, especially if they was trying to bully us, because they knew the bullying had to stop. I remember one time, man, I was about 13, I was standing in front of Lou's Liquor. One of my older homies, he was just trying to press on it till we out here. You know, we up to some devilish ass shit. We letting to catch a lady leaving her purse in her car and get her, right? And my big homie, Larry James pulled up, man. The homie that was low key trying to talk shit to us and bully us. Larry James did like this, he flinched. Me and my whole little crew started laughing, right? Because we knew what that was, right? And that's the type of dude he was, right? My neighborhood was built with a whole lot of dudes that squabbled. Like one of the founders of Cone Pocket, Frank Van. Frank Van had a squabble. LaSalle had a squabble. Aaron had a squabble. David Cole had a squabble. June had a squabble. You feel what I'm saying? Michael Stone had a squabble. You feel me? Then you had some youngsters that chunk of shit. Frank Van, little brother Cricket had a squabble, but he wasn't out there like that. But he'll put hands on a motherfucker if a motherfucker played himself. You feel me? Mac Wash had the squabble. You feel me? I got a lot of big homies had squabbles, but I had a lot of big homies also just ordinary cats, man. Just players, man. Just wanted to get their money. You feel what I'm saying? And stay out the bullshit, right? See, this is what people, I hear people say this, oh, it's a civilian. People know the defiance of what they mean when they saying, oh, he's a civilian. Because watch this, man. When I went to school, dudes in my neighborhood, we might consider them as front hood dudes, but they was from front hood because they lived over there. And they was going to support us if we got into it at that school, right? So, no, man, you're associated whether you believe it or not, right? But it's by choice you choose not to put the blue rag or the red rag in your pocket. Nothing else. But it's by choice. So ain't no such thing as a civilian, man. You feel me? Because I know a whole lot of civilians that fuck with gang members. And they participating in gang activity in some form, shape, or fashion. So let's keep it 100 on that, y'all. You feel me? Because I got a whole lot of homies I grew up with in my neighborhood that didn't put a blue rag in their pocket to claim the F like I did. But listen to me. Every time we got into that Centennial, them same dudes get down with us. They gonna squabble too. They ain't gonna just stand there. Yeah, now only thing them dudes can do that I couldn't do, probably go in another neighborhood that I was supposed to be in. Man, watch this, man. I went in every hood. I used to sneak up in probably hood because that's where the girls was at. But when I go in another hood, man, I ain't going in that other hood to be a game, man. I'm going over there to chase money, to get a girl, right? And that was the name of the game, man. You can go wherever you want to go in America, as long as you go with respect, right? See, killers respect killers, man. You feel me? Uh, so we got to kind of tame that shit when we be saying civilians, man. Because I was telling this brother the other day, we was talking, he asked me how prison was. I said, man, let me share something with you. When I first went to prison, you had gang members, dudes that was tipped up, or you had sympathizers. Them were civilians, as people call them now. Because in prison, dudes might not be affiliated with a clique, but it's about who they want to live with in a cell, who they like naturally associating themselves with. And CDC, they call them sympathizers. Not saying it in a negative way, but that's just the title that they put on it. You understand what I'm saying? And we got to learn how to stop trying to give people categories or titles, especially if you don't know the definition of the category or the title you're trying to give put a person in, right? I was a CCO in prison. CCO had a whole lot of sympathizers, people that admired our get down. Just like the Blue Notes, they had a whole lot of sympathizers, people that admired they sit down, they get down, right? The Emmy. It was a whole lot of people. Man, let me show you what I'm talking about. If a person didn't really know prison politics, they'd think every essay, every submenu was an Emmy. The Emmy just fall up on the submenus just fall up on the image structure. That's all that is. That was the structure for them. And I say that to say this. How is it, man? Everybody say these youngsters don't do what OGs say. As soon as they go to prison, get caught up into something. Guess who the first person they reach out to try to save them or to talk down the violence? The OG motherfucker that's rapping, right? We need structure in our neighborhood. The person down moves need structure, man. Every hood got their own little crew in their hood. Your hood is becoming your worst enemy because you're beefing with your homies in your neighborhood, which ain't meant to be, but it's going down. A lot of people blame it on me, but it ain't the female that's creating the problems. It's busters that's creating the problems. You feel me? Sometimes we don't know how to take advantage of a gift horse while we looking at it in the mouth. And what I'm saying is by these platforms that we have, we need to take advantage of these platforms. We can reach out to millions of people, right? So if you can reach out to millions of people, man, shouldn't you want to create some type of positive platform to well on some positive shit? Have dialogue to create some form of truce fire out in these streets. Watch this, man. Ghetto Boy said best. Your hood ain't no harder than mine. And I ain't never rode a horse before, right? So listen what I'm saying. Let's start dialoguing for peace. Let's stop talking about each other. Let's stop talking about dudes, kids, women, kids. Talk about your kids. Tell us about what your kid doing. Tell us that your kid is going to college. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you do, man. That's what you need to do instead of talking about somebody else's child. That's kid shit. Grown pins don't do kid shit. You understand what I'm saying? We need to start motherfuckers putting it on their hood and put it on their dead homies. Hey man, honor your dead homie. Cause I guarantee he watching you from heaven saying he don't want you up there. He don't want to see you in the cemetery. So let's honor the dead homies by creating some form of peace out here, man. This shit is getting old, man. Every hood got the same motherfucking problem in America, man. Every black community got the same motherfucking problem. Yeah, it's easy to sit up and say, oh man, we gonna blame the white folks for it. Them the ones that drop the drugs in the community. Them the ones that drop the guns in the community. And I'm guilty of this shit too. Watch this, man. I ain't never shot at no police that killed no brother. But I done shot at some brothers that killed some brothers. So is that saying I'm a punk or a coward? Because I don't do it at this other motherfucker? Now, I ain't advocating violence at the police. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm just saying we got to be the biggest damn fools, man, if we willing to kill another brother because he bust on a brother or jumped on a homeboy because we represent the motherfucking color of a rag. But when the police do it, all we do is sit up in the neighborhood, pour a drink out for the dead homie, and reminisce about how he used to kick it with us. No, man. It's time to stand up and be responsible grown ass black men. That's the name of this game, man. And people ain't doing that. Let's find time to have some positive dialogue with each other, man. Especially because this the biggest problem, right? We got these so-called role models, right? And I hate to say this, man. They're only role models when the camera on. When the camera off of them, that role model shit just went out the door. They threw it out the motherfucking window, right? Like my homie Gangsta always say, man, where these celebrities at, man? Got all this bread that can help us, man. Now, this is what people need to understand. Stop doing shit for a tax write-off and do it from the kindness of your heart. Once you reach out to somebody on these platforms and say, yeah, man, you know what, man? I'm willing to help y'all, assist y'all on whatever y'all need to create some form of peace in that community. Let's check this out, man. Shaq don't buy our shoes, we buy his shoes. Just using Shaq as an example. Michael Jordan don't buy our shoes, we still buying Jordans, right? So shit, check this out, man. We helping feed him, he ain't feeding us. You know what I mean? His shoes was made for some rich white kids, not for us anyway. He didn't feel we can afford them, right? But check this out, man. Don't you feel it's his motherfucking responsibility to contribute to the community? Stand on the front line, sometimes say, man, yeah, let me get in front of this camera and complain about the black on black violence. Yeah, I believe it's his responsibility. That's just me talking, right? And some people don't get it like that. We need to stop hurting each other. Stop pointing the finger at the wrong person, point the finger at the right person. Because watch this, man. When you point one finger at them, you got three pointing back at yourself. So you need to grasp that, right? And understand that this shit ain't cool, man. It's all about each one teach one. Forgive and forget. You know what I mean? Let's grab a hold of something, man. I want you brothers with these businesses out here, man, offer some brothers some jobs, offer some sisters some jobs. You feel me? If people offer people some form of employment, man, I guarantee you, everybody might not want to work. But check this out. I think you got more percentage of people want to work than more percentage that don't want to work. So give a person a chance, man. You feel me? This ain't Operation Push, man. We ain't trying to keep Pope alive, twiddling our thumbs. We're trying to keep ourselves alive, man. You know what I mean? Hope died a long time ago, man. You know, all these black communities need a little assistance from you role model ass motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, come on, man. Won't y'all come to these communities? Won't y'all reach out to somebody on these platforms and say, yeah, man, what you need to create this sit down, what you need to create this peace rally, this peace march or whatever. You feel me? That's what you need. It's a whole lot of G's like me on this YouTube shit, man. And we want to do this, but we don't have the avenues to do it. And we need assistance at doing it. And people need to grasp the whole and come say, yeah, man, I'm willing to assist you dudes. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Uh, we need to offer jobs to people. We need to bring Little League Baseball back in our community. You know, we need to give these kids something to do, man. Because as I said, hope is dead. But let's keep hope alive for the youth. Let's keep hope alive for the youth, man. Can we do that? Let's do that, man. Let's keep it 100, man. Let's help each other, man. Let's help each other. Let's stop playing this bullshit and let's do what we're supposed to do. Because everybody got a complaint, but don't nobody got a solution. And somebody told me a long time ago, either you part of the problem or you're gonna give up a solution to solve the problem. You know what I mean? Today, man, I'm trying to be a solution. I no longer want to be a part of the problem, man. I know my position in life. I know what lane I'm in. I'm not trying to get in nobody else's lane. I refuse to do that. So please, people, let's come together and get it right, man. And with that said, I'm gonna let y'all go on that. Have a lovely Friday. I'm gonna tap back in later on, though. Peace.